You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
All right, 15 Minutes of Fame, the one and only. It's past stay, man. How you feel? Yeah, man.
Yo, let's not talk like this is a real professional interview. My boy's recording off a Razor phone.
This is not a race. Listen, they gonna look at this quality.
I'm looking at it.
It's a phone, though.
It's definitely not. Come on, Pat. Damn, we gonna do that, Pat.
You know that's a phone.
It's an iPhone 11 Pro, 60
11?
frames.
Isn't there a 12 though?
6
11 Pro. You know what I mean? 60 frames per second, 4K quality. You know what I mean? Still, man. Shout out to you, man.
Is it because I slipped? You would have brought the real camera up?
No, I need to be able to upload this immediately.
I got it. Yeah,
God damn it. Pastor, I'm not a rapper. I don't have rebuttals, Pat.
Yeah.
I don't. All I got is
You
jokes.
gotta be shooting porns with T-Mobile flips.
Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Hey, what's
Nicky,
up?
you gonna
How you
talk to me like that? Oh,
you
my.
doing?
Oh, my.
I'm good.
Shine, need help. No.
I got COVID, but don't even trip. I'll take
Oh,
it
my
over right
God.
Oh, I know you don't have COVID.
Yeah.
You gotta, when you're done with him, you gotta do something for me. You gotta
Okay.
do the, I'm not that short.
Okay. All right. I got you.
now.
I
I
got
gotta
you.
do something for you.
Yes.
What, you want me to grab something, paint a wall?
No.
You want me to dunk a net?
No, finish him.
I'm about to say, yeah.
You need me to grab something?
What in the world? You wildin'. Pat Stay, man. Smack Volume 6, man. You versus K-Shot, man. Talk to me about the battle, man. How you feeling?
I mean, you know what, man? To be 100% honest with you, even despite, like, you know, I had to slip up in the first, and it was probably one of my best schemes. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't the same anyway. And I'm just gonna say this on 15 Minutes of Fame, since this is just such a professional platform with the, you know, the high quality HD.
I promise you, this shit gonna look amazing.
Man, listen, I know you shot Avatar with that and shit like that. I'm not tripping, but I'm just gonna say this right now, okay?
Okay.
Nah, I'm up. You know what I mean?
I'm
Appreciate
drinking liquor though, for the record.
I need to stop preparing so late. So what happens with me, like, I prepare so late, and there's no excuses. We've been locked in forever,
Right.
and so for the last, like, however many years, I prepare so last minute. And what I mean last minute, I don't mean like 3 days. Like, I mean like I'm in the car, like, okay, I got this. You know what I mean? Got this. I'm usually done the day of. You know what I mean? And how I justify it is because I'm like, yo, I keep winning these battles and it's so easy, you know what I mean? I'll win and I'll look behind me, whoever's behind me, be like, yo, did I get smoked? And they're like, bro, what are you talking about? You just killed him. And I keep winning. So I'm like, maybe it's in my, like, favor to prepare last minute so my material seems more fresh. But at the end of the day, I know Shine had his shit memorized for like 6 months. So I need to, like, you know, if I have my shit memorized and, like, down, I would perform it so much more comfortable. It's not even about, because sometimes when you perform material, no matter how good it is, if you're performing it as if you don't know it and you're trying to catch it in your brain, it's not going to be as, it's just not going to be as good. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? Because it's not as, like, it's just not as captivating. When someone's performing something like they know it off by heart, is different. And that's really what I got to do. You know what I mean? I got to know it. And I don't mean to sound like I'm making excuses. That's just how it is. I need to prepare better. You know what I mean? And be more prepared. Instead of slacking and being like, man, I could be last minute. I keep winning every fucking battle. This is how I do. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I got to prepare and just have it, like, done at least 3 days before or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I can memorize it off by heart.
All right. I mean, I have to ask, Pat Stay, you have rocked rooms with, I mean, thousands of people. I was there. You versus Shotgun Suge, you know what I mean? 2,500 people, et cetera, et cetera. How do you feel about this small room, this caffeine environment, URL bubble, et cetera? Like,
Oh, I don't. It's not like, I mean, of course it's not as good. I mean, no, anyone that says it's not as good, anyone that says this is better, may just not be a big performer. They might not be like, you know what I mean? They might just be all, and that's cool. I respect that or whatever, but obviously you want to rock a giant crowd, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, there's other variables you got to take into account. Like, for example, when you're battling in front of 20 people or 10 people that are 20 feet away from you, don't pay attention to them. It's not what it is. It's a million people are going to watch there.
Right.
In fact, you could even do things like You know, breaking the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, you know, speaking to the camera as if that's not even going on right now. Take a second to be like, yo.
Right, I saw you do that. Yeah, a lot in the first, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's where I fucked up. I was breaking the fourth wall, separating everything, you know, from whatever, and I fucked up doing it. And that was kind of my strategy because, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, of course, I'd rather a big stage, but like it wasn't out of my element. I
Okay.
started in the street, you know what I mean? This is where, you know, Elements League back in the day, 06, 07. So it wasn't a big deal to me. I wasn't tripping on like, of course, I knew he was going to get more love than me because, you know, it's not really my set, but, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Pat, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know you got an early flight. Oh, my God. That looked really crazy in the camera. That's a, I mean,
That's a low kick. You want to see a high one?
no. Listen, Pat Stay, man, again, shout out to you, man.
Shout out my bro, Swave 7, man. He climbed me one time. He's like, Pat, stop kicking, man. It looks weird. I can't actually kick. Yeah, he always makes fun of me. He'd be like, man, Pat, why you always kicking? It's a joke, you know what I'm saying? But
Well,
I love Swave 7. He's a good guy. Shout out to his show.
Restore Order.
Restore Order, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Swave 7, Ike T, you know what I'm saying? Heavy Bags.
Shout out my guy Heavy, that's a fact.
Heavy, man. Shout out URL. You know what I mean?
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.